Hello and welcome to this video and to editing me, because I did that thing again where I didn't start or end a video. So what you are about to see is the weekend that my brother came to visit us. It was his October half term, and so he came for a few days. We did a few bits and bobs around Sheffield. He checked out this flat. Not gonna waffle on for too long, so we can just jump straight in to past Adam and Faye enjoying the weekend in Sheffield. So I brought Adam to Weston Park to take him to the museum, because we're about to leave this flat soon and I've never been in it, so as he's here it's a good excuse to see what it's all about. Anything interesting on the sign?
He's called Ebenezer. He's good, he's good.
So there we go.
He's known as the Corn Law Rhymer, so I'm guessing he's a political poet from 1847.
The birds have had fun with them.
Birds?
Birds.
Well, they pooed on his head.
That's funny.
Yeah, well, they disagree with corn law stuff.
Right, yeah, so we're gonna head up to the museum, which I believe is free. And we like free. So we've finished at Weston Park Museum. I chose not to film in the end because the quietest gallery was the Lots of Rocks. That was the Bateman exhibition thing. He's the dude who grave robbed, essentially, but it wasn't called that. And then it's half term, so there's small children everywhere else, so chose not to.
Hello.
Adam chose to dress up as a squirrel, did we decide?
I think it was a squirrel, yeah.
And a bee.
Yeah.
And he took a picture of me with Spike.
Yeah, Spike, the big rhinoceros.
Woolly rhinoceros.
And I tried to put on some other clothes, but they didn't fit.
It's because they're aimed for children.
Roman clothes, Egyptian clothes, Saxon clothes.
They're meant for children.
Yeah, it's not fair.
But yeah, museum, although its bits are interesting, it's very confusing.
Yeah. Yeah, you go in, it tells you about the collector guy. You're like, oh,
And
he's kind of
that's
interesting.
only available until January.
Oh, they should keep that, because
January
that's the bit that makes
2023.
most sense out of the rest of it.
But he's from Manchester.
Oh, I didn't pick up on that.
I'm sure I read that he was from Manchester, which is why a lot of things are on loan from
Yeah, makes sense.
Manchester.
Oh, that's a shame, that was the best bit.
He just did bits in the peaks.
Yeah. So he went around robbing stuff. And then they went, here is the story of Sheffield. On the right is... Oh, cool, pigeons. On the right is like Bronze Age and Saxon.
Roman.
Some Roman stuff and a bunch of stuff from Cyprus. Because someone from Sheffield bought stuff from Cyprus. And on the left-hand side is, here's everything from about 1880. And that gap between 1050 and 1880 is never filled in the rest of the museum. There's Sheffield, it was a place where some Celts hang out, and then there's Sheffield and it's a place where old butchers hang out, and how one became the other, it wasn't really explained.
We also got the bit pre-dinosaur too.
Yeah, then we went into a swamp and a cave, yeah. And then there was just a whole stuffed animal section.
Because why not?
There was a case with Micheal Palin's pants in it that led to a bunch of pictures that then led to a bunch of stuffed birds.
Yeah, but the thing with Micheal Palin's pants was it was supposed to be this A to Z of stuff.
Yeah.
But the pictures they had for the A to Z were not the stuff that they had in the case.
No, and the Palin's pants were under U for underwear, which when you've got a double P like that. But yeah, what was before Palin's pants? Because and there was ancient Egypt in there as well.
Oh, yeah, there was some Egypt.
Yeah, there were two mummies. Yeah, it was just a random collection of things.
In terms of, family friendliness, they've tried.
Oh yeah, they display the things quite well.
But I wouldn't say it has lots of interactive elements, if that's what you're into. But there's lots of places for kids to draw. They were doing a pumpkin hunt at the moment.
Like caves to crawl in.
Oh yeah, there's lots of different bits and bobs. Yeah.
Kids there liked it enough, didn't they?
Yeah, I think they probably go quite regularly.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's...
So
you go there a lot.
In the first section, I thought that was a goat. In the first section, the whole thing about, what was his name? Bateman.
Yeah. Thomas.
There is a skeleton.
Yes.
And then at a later point, there is, what would you like to know more about? And some child has just drawn a picture of the skeleton, said, I'd like to know more about the skeleton. His name is Bob.
Yeah, well, they all drew pictures of skeletons, didn't they? It was just tons of children's pictures of skeletons. One of them saying, I want to eat your brains.
Yeah.
Another one was called Jeffy.
There was a lot of be prepared. There's some human remains in this, which obviously all the kids then run to.
Yeah, the kids were after the human remains. They wanted them.
Yeah, so interesting. But there we go. I've done it now.
Yeah, it's nice.
I will no longer be intrigued about.
Well, I think the reason, because I was wondering what's this museum about, because the website didn't give any idea what it was about.
It's because they don't know.
And it's because it's about what we happen to have.
What did you say the quote from the curator was?
Oh, his curator said he had a rather boring collection. One of the curators a few years ago, or uninspiring collection. I think they've done what they can with it.
Okay. If we've sold it to you, it's free to go in.
It's worth it, yeah. It just doesn't tell Sheffield's story.
No, but I didn't actually expect it to.
I thought that's what it was going to be about.
No, I didn't expect that. But then I don't know where you would go to get that. So there we go. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, the museum of what we happen to have right now.
Yeah, like the giant flea.
Giant flea. Did they commission that, or did they already have it?
We're going to wander back. So sometime later, and we've had a bit of a fail. So me and Pete had booked out the karaoke room. So in the building that we live, there is the option to use the karaoke room. So I thought, sweet, while Adam's here, we'll go and use that. And essentially everything went wrong. So we went to the desk to pick up all the microphones and stuff. He didn't really have a clue what we were talking about. Went down to the room, our fobs wouldn't work, so we had to go and get him to let us in. Once we were in there, the iPad with the Lucky Voice app or whatever said that we needed to log in and would only play 30 seconds of songs. So yeah, didn't work. Bit annoyed, bit disappointed, because that could have been a giggle tonight. So we've come back to the flat. Adam and Pete have just gone down to the co-op to get some beer, I think. Now I've got to actually see whether we've got all the stuff for our Switch so that we can at least play some games on that instead. So the night hasn't quite gone to plan, but hey ho. We ate a pie that I half made. I didn't make the pastry, which was alright, and we inflicted Love is Blind on my brother, which he did not enjoy, but there we go. What do you get? That's what you get for coming to stay with your little sister. So after last night's debacle, Captain Thompson here. Ahoy.
Ahoy.
We're going on a treasure hunt round Sheffield. And Pete is our team leader.
The only one with the phone that works.
Yeah, pretty much. Have you loaded it yet?
Yeah, I was just. Yeah. Right, join your game.
We're not in the right place yet, though.
We've got to get to. What's the captain's name? Captain K, like Captain P.
Of course, every time.
Go to Tudor Square and say start.
So we need to get ourselves ready.
Give us a map as well.
Head over to Tudor Square.
What X marks the
Catch
spot?
So, Pete is our captain.
Let's get your first
and
cue clue.
Navigator.
Right.
I am the first mate to keep everyone
1
on
of
track.
15.
And I'm here.
Here's the wanderer.
1 of 15. I don't know if we're spoiling this for them. Maybe.
No, we
I guess.
won't be, because we won't give answers, will we?
A torch in hand.
Oh, I know where that is.
It's licking the sky. In his position, I hope he can fly. Surely enough magnificent views, what adorns his hat and his shoes.
Well, we know where that is because we've already been looking at it. This is why we do these things in places we live. I mean, we are new, so we don't actually know anything about Sheffield anyway. But we were just looking at some symbols outside the cathedral, bumped into an old lady accidentally. was like, sorry, we're looking at the symbols, and they went, oh, we've lived here for 57 years and we've never noticed it before. So
Yeah, so it makes you look at things.
yes,
I mean, also, this is a company called Crapper and Hay,
yes, just
and that's funny.
Again, Sheffield, people were nice to want to talk to you. I guess London, they wouldn't have stopped the talks.
they
Why
might
is
have
it my
done.
picture?
But I need to put it down because it's steep hill. We added our own stop to the treasure hunt of our storage unit because we were here, so we might as well try and find the cable for the. Might as well try and find the cable for the switch, which we appear to not have. And Adam's trying to attack me with a mannequin.
Hello, I'm faceless. I'm not here.
We did it. We finished it.
Yep.
We made it onto the boat. Still don't get quite why there was a pirate thing to it.
Treasure hunt.
Yeah, but it's got nothing to do with.
No, but it has all to do with treasure and hunting.
No, they could have made it more
Maps.
linked
Yeah, there was some maps here.
to the stuff.
You think it should have been a cutlery hunt?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I found it interesting.
I
That was
liked
good.
it.
It was good. Well done.
I liked where it showed us. I thought it was clever how, for example, when it said the 4 faces facing that way, look that way, and the clue's over there. And I was like, ah, yeah. It doesn't just tell us where to.
Yeah.
Look,
We only really got stuck about twice, didn't we?
got caught on the salmon.
Yeah, we got caught on the salmon because none of us read the post.
We didn't need to use any of the hints though.
So I'll link the doodah below, the link for it below. It does say that you have to pay per person, but questionable. I also think it's probably a bit expensive for what it is, particularly if you did pay per person. It's a way to spend an afternoon. Got a couple of things on our list now for when Adam comes at other points.
Yeah, learned some stuff. Got
We had some
ideas.
places we haven't been yet.
Yep.
River Don's nice. I'd seen the River Don from Kellum,
Yeah.
from church, Black Church.
No, it was from the other one, wasn't it? No, it was from the church place.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, yeah.
The outside patio thingy. Did you have a nice time, Jeff? Yeah. So we're back from our dinner at the
It's not what I
Commune.
thought it would be.
where we had the stuff from the Greek place.
Eros!
There you go.
Gyros.
So on the way back, we stopped off at a cookie dough place. Me and Adam went for the same thing, the triple chocolate and the Biscoff. But then Fancy Pants Pete over here had to have it baked. So he's now got his pot of ice cream and his
Whatever this is.
cookie dough.
Nutella and white chocolate, you know.
Which you can eat all of it by yourself.
I don't know, you can try it if you want.
It's Nutella, I don't like it.
White chocolate, have you got?
Is Jeff going to help you?
No, probably not.
He'll look
Jeff?
at you.
You going to help?
He'll be supportive.
And then we're going to watch Practical Magic because none of us have seen it and it's Halloween weekend.
Woo, spooky.
Also, Adam told us a Halloween fact today.
Yeah.
The boo, was it Latin?
Yeah, it's Latin.
Boo was Latin, or is Latin, for I'm shouting?
I shout.
I shout. So all the little ghosts are just wandering around saying I shout. But what do they shout?
And they just shout that they're shouting. It's a bit like when kids shout, I scream, and you're like, I know you scream. I can hear you.
Yeah. That is the evening plan, and Adam's just spilt tea all over my table.
Your table's made out of stone. It's fine.
It's not made out of stone.
Stone? That's stone.
It's
isn't it?
plastic covering over a normal table.
It's been fine all the other times you've spilled things. I've seen you.
I haven't spilled anything on it.
That's my ice cream, quite nice.
Thanks. Adam's up.
Say Yeah.
goodbye, Adam.
Goodbye, Adam. Have a lovely time.
Enjoy your coach.
I shall snooze, or read, or both. Or snooze with a book in my hand.
On it.
Or snooze on my book, yeah.
So there you go. That was our weekend, roughly. I mean, there were bits and pieces between that you didn't see. Mainly Adam sleeping, trying to read his book and sleeping with it. Or Pete sleeping. There was a lot of sleeping. But yeah, so if you've enjoyed that video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!